see a fine girl, fine girl, fine girl, fine girl. What's up, y'all? Y'all, one of my tracks is slipping. Oh, child. Let me just get it together. What's up, y'all? It is your favorite girl, Imani Bailey, and I'm back at it again with another video here in Barcelona, Europe. Today, I'm actually filming a couple videos. I am on a spree. Hot Mama's on a roll, okay? So I found out yesterday while I was editing the story times that I did leave out a very valuable and key piece of information. And so I'm just gonna fill in the blank. So we left off, basically, we are going to the third event, which is a party. Granted, a lot more happened with this guy, but I'm only sharing some key things, okay? So we leave off going to, oh, hold on. Y'all know I gotta have my fans on me at all times. And me and Precious go upstairs to the elevator to meet Allison. And as we're coming up the elevator and heading towards Allison's room, there is a girl coming out of Allison's room. So we're heading this way, a girl's coming out of Allison's room. And we cross paths, and the girl says, "Are you Imani?" Why, of course, you know, everyone's favorite girl. Yes, I am Imani. She goes, "Oh my gosh, I've heard so much about you. My name is Maleficent." We're gonna give her the name Maleficent. Nice girl when I first met her. So she's like, "My name is Maleficent, nice to meet you." And I'm like, "Oh, nice to meet you. I heard so much about you, yada, yada." She's like, "Yeah, I'll meet y'all at the party. I'm going this, that, and the other." And I was like, "Okay." So then I go in Allison's room. Allison tells me and Precious, hey, you know, Allison meets Precious, and she goes, "Oh my gosh, yeah, you'll meet so-and-so, Maleficent at the party, because Maleficent is going with another group, but we'll see her there." And I was like, "Actually, I just met her, like, you know, out in the hall." She was like, "Say swear." So yeah, we just met each other out in the hall. Come to find out, Allison is Judas's a girlfriend. Well, I'm not sure. I don't think they were dating while me and him were like together. So I don't think, okay, because there's so much happened in the time span to where someone else I meet that didn't like me tells me that they were dating, and then another person tells me they weren't dating. So I'm not sure if they were official or not. I don't think they were, but they were still dealing with each other. So I found out that this man is talking to me and talking to her, trying to pay both of us for a fool, y'all. Well, one of us is still a fool, but it ain't me. Let me stop being so shady, y'all. So basically, yeah, that's what happened. We get ready, we party, we kick back, whatever, and then we head down to the venue of the party. Now we get to the party, we're having ourselves a good time, and in walks the Florida State basketball team, of course, with Satan himself. I'm like, with the two-faced disciple himself, Judas. And Judas is with, you know, them or whatever, and he's upset that I am there because he's watching me like the entire time. He's just like, "Bro, what the heck? Like, why does she keep being here? Like, she just wants to be with me, this, that, and the other." But it's just like, in actuality, like, we're done now, you know. I'm not, I would just came to the party to hang out with my friends. So Judas and the crew are downstairs right here. There's a little upstairs. Me and Allison and Precious are upstairs, and we go downstairs for a bit to the bar. So me and Precious go downstairs. Allison is still upstairs. Precious and I go downstairs, and I meet someone else that I've seen from another one of my friends I haven't seen in a long time. So I start talking to him. I'm like, "What are you doing here all the way in Florida State? Like, just, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're here." So me and him are talking, yada, yada, yada. And Judas sees that I'm talking to him because I'm talking to him by the bar. This is the bar. This is Judas and the crew. I'm talking to him by the bar, me and Precious. And he's just looking like, because I guess I'm talking to a guy, but I mean, it's none of his business because... So he gets really upset. And all of a sudden, Maleficent comes from downstairs, and mind you, the stairs is next to Judas and the crew. This is the bar. Maleficent comes from downstairs, does not say anything to Judas, and I guess they're on bad terms then. None of my business. And then she comes to me and she's like, sis, and we're like, sis, and we're just like, you know, when you see your sister in the party, you're like, hey girl, and y'all start dancing or whatever. So we do that little number, and all of a sudden you see the entire Florida State basketball team turn they know each other. So the basketball team turns, looks at us, mouths all the way open, then turns, looks at Judas, and Judas is sitting, how do they know each other? Just so upset. It was pure joy. It brought pure joy to my heart. Pure joy. Brought pure joy to my heart. Turn and look at each other, and he is just so upset. This man it ruined his entire night. He storms off. He's mad. Da 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 da. So he tries to act calm and collected like later on, but it's like you're still bothered. You're still very bothered, and that's good. I want you to be bothered, because at the end of the day, she can still mess with you if she wants. But I'm gonna tell her what's really up. I'm gonna tell her how you was with me and still trying to be with her. She about to know all the truth. Nothing but the truth, like I'm swearing on the Bible, like I'm on the stand, okay? Like, sis about to know all the truth. So Allison, I go upstairs to tell Allison, and Allison is just like laughing, like, like I wish I would have saw his face. That would have been hilarious. We have ourselves a good time the rest of the night, me just ignoring him and whatever and whatnot. That was just one event. There's many events that like happen or whatever between then and spring break, but we're gonna fast forward to spring break. Now, spring break time comes, and I'm not sure if y'all have seen my American Airlines versus Imani story, but I was supposed to go on a cruise with two of my line sisters. More of the story, I ended up missing the cruise. Please check out that Storytime video if you want to see. But a lot of you all, I remember a couple of y'all messaged me and was like, oh wow, you're in Miami, because after I missed my cruise, I was so doomed. I was so upset. I lost $1,000 and something. I was staying at home for my entire spring break, and all of a sudden I see on Allison's Snapchat that she posts a suitcase. And while she posts the suitcase, I swipe up on a Snapchat and I put the sad faces because she knows what happened. I told her what happened on my cruise, because me and her are still friends. Told her what happened on my cruise, and I just put the sad face because she's going somewhere, and she goes, LOL, I'm so sorry sis, you want to come? And you know, usually how like some of your friends, if your friend is going somewhere and they say want to come, and you go like, oh, put me in your suitcase. So that's what I said. I was like, oh, put me in your suitcase. And she goes, no, I'm serious. Do you want to come with me to Miami? And I was like, why not? Wow, bet. I said, okay, bet. So she goes, okay, well, we're leaving tomorrow. And I said, bet. So I sent her money for the Airbnb and for the car, for gas, and everything. And I go in my mom's room and I tell her, hey mom, because if y'all remember, my bags were in Miami, so I had to go off on American Airlines. They shipped my bags to my house, so I was already packed for Miami. And I went into my mom's room and I was like, hey mom, by the way, I just want to let you know I'm going to Miami. And she was like, oh, okay. And then she's like, wait, but when? And I told her, sis, tomorrow. Sis, tomorrow. My mom goes, with who, like, what you got going on? Like, it's just all over the place. But my mom, she doesn't pay me no attention because she knows that I just be all over the place. I tell her I'm going somewhere, she's just like, okay. And I tell her, with Allison, remember the one I told you that I met from Florida State? And she goes, yeah, okay, well, have fun, I guess. I'm like, okay. I won't ask you for nothing. Don't worry about it, sweetie, I got it. Fast forward, we go down to Miami. She's like, I'm gonna pick you up. Me and her we literally have a blast. We had the time of our lives. We had the time of our lives. And Maleficent was like going to be in Miami or whatever anyway. And so at that time, Maleficent was Allison's friend. All these people just got problems, okay? Except for me and Allison, we ain't got no problems. But everybody else got problems. Maleficent, Judas, like, just a mess. So we go down to Miami, we have ourselves a good time, and the first day, I kid you not, y'all, we get to the Airbnb, we're like, oh, this is cute, we get dressed, we put on makeup, we put our bathing suits on, we head down, of course, to South Beach. The first day we get to South Beach, we are walking, I kid you not, we're walking on the sidewalk. Y'all know how South Beach has all the restaurants on the strip or whatever, South Beach Boulevard, like, or whatever, has the restaurants. And you know, there's like the big patios or whatever outside. So over by the sugar factory, there is another restaurant. I forgot what it's called. It's not on the side of Clevelander, but it's another restaurant. So it's like Sugar Factory, Clevelander on this side, and other restaurants towards Collins Avenue, that side. So we're coming up towards the Sugar Factory, and we pass this restaurant right here. And guess who is sitting on the porch, y'all? The entire basketball team of Florida State. And they see us approaching, and as we're walking by, they know some of the girls like in the group who I went with, and I guess I can't remember like who initiates the conversation, but someone said someone's name, and all of a sudden Judas just gets up like, is she with Allison, my best friend? Why is she friends with her still? Allison waves, I don't wave, we're not on speaking terms, but just know that I'm here. And so we keep walking, and it was just the funniest thing. The first day, like me and her just busting out laughing, like what the hell? We just keep running into this man. Like this man is just everywhere. It's freaking hilarious. And every time he sees us, he gets more upset because not only did I have her number that day, not only were we texting that day, not only did we go out that day, he did not want our relationship to keep going because he knew if our relationship were to keep prospering as like genuine friends, I will find out the genuine truth about him, because what's done in the dark always seems to come to light. Even if I wasn't Allison's friend, I would still find out. Okay, like don't forget. So every time he sees us, he gets more upset. Next day, spring break, we decide, we get ready, just everyday spring break, we get ready, we put another bathing suit on, put our makeup on, go down to South Beach, and this point in time, we're legit on the beach. And as we're on the beach, out of all of the people on the beach, all of the schools out there who have spring break, all other people on the beach, who do we run into? Who are we standing next to? We are in a group of each other, and we're talking. Next thing you know, I look to my left, the whole Florida State basketball team is right there. The whole Florida State basketball team, y'all, is right there to my left. And it is just so funny. Like, it's hilarious. And he sees us, and he makes this look like, are you kidding me? And so his teammates are right there. And of course, Allison, my sis, knows his teammates. So she goes over to talk to them. Of course, I'm going to go with her, because I was with her this spring break. And I go over with her. I meet one of his other teammates that I haven't met, and I've met the other ones, like I've seen the other ones or whatever. So I'm just standing there with her, and like we're talking. We're not even talking about like nothing, like we just talking about, I guess, what we're gonna do that night or whatever, where we're gonna go, blase. So it's his teammates, me and Allison, and then him. So it's like a little semicircle of his teammates, me and Allison talking, and he's on the outside. He gets on the outside of it because he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to look at us. He doesn't want to look at me. He doesn't want to look at her. Like, he doesn't even want to address her, and that's supposed to be his best friend. So their relationship is getting more torn apart because me and her are friends. And honestly, I felt bad. Not in that instant, but I'll tell y'all about it later on. So he starts talking to some girls with frontals or whatever, because I guess that's his thing. And when I say frontals, like, I'm not saying like frontals as in like the frontals is looking good. Every time I say girls with frontals, I mean girls with like frontals. That's like, sis. Y'all know. So he starts talking to girls with frontal or whatever. So he's trying not to be in the conversation of us, because he's very prideful. He doesn't want to look at me. He doesn't want to look at her. He doesn't want to entertain us. And we're talking to his roommates, having ourselves a good old time, a kiki, a laugh, or whatever. It gets to the point where he gets very tired, because I guess the girls go wherever, and at this point he turns around to tap one of his teammates, and he was like, I want to go, with this snarky, like, rude attitude, really upset, kind of like a 2-year-old who can't get the candy that they want and they kept putting in the grocery store basket. He says, I want to go. So they decide, he was like, well, okay, well, we're going to leave. We'll see y'all later or whatever, because he wants to leave. And me and her just bust out laughing like, damn, like, you're really that upset that we're talking to, you know, no one is really checking for you at this point. No one's checking for you. Spring break, whole nother story for a whole nother video. Spring break ends and we come back or whatever. And basically, I've noticed that they weren't friends anymore. So he goes to her, like, have you cut off all your ties with the people who don't need to have ties or whatever, because he ends up seeing the funeral that we throw for him that y'all will see in the next video. I promise, part 4 will actually be the funeral, the time we threw a funeral for a man who is alive. So he ends up seeing the funeral on social media, and he goes to her and was like, I hope you've cut off ties with whomever you've cut off ties with, the ones that may not be named, talking about me. And she goes, no, why would I? Basically giving her an ultimatum, if you want to be my friend, you know, you need to cut ties off with her. And she's like, well, I'm not going to do that because she hasn't done anything to me. And I'm like, when she tells me this, it genuinely, as a person, it really upsets me, because jokes aside, like, he's the evil person I really don't care about. You know, I've been there, done that. I was already upset over him, and I got over it. And my best friend threw a funeral. We had laughs, and it was just whatever. Me and Allison are good friends. But it hurt me because when I met Allison and that was her close friend, I felt like I ruined her and her best friend's relationship, even though I didn't do anything. It still made me feel bad, because I was like, dang, like, ever since I met her, I don't want her thinking that ever since I met her, like, all these problems and everything started to arise, you know, because, you know, we became friends. And I just felt really bad. And I remember telling Precious that I was like, I feel really bad because I really ruined, like, I feel like I ruined their friendship. And she was just like, I mean, at the end of the day, if you were able to ruin someone's best friendship, that wasn't, you know, he wasn't a true best friend anyway, because he couldn't have been that mad that I'm friends with her. Especially, I'm not talking to him anymore, you know? So she's like, well, I'm not going to do that. And to this day, I guess they're not friends anymore. Well, not I guess, they aren't friends like that anymore. Maybe one day, hopefully they can make up and he can grow up or whatever, but I guess not. As I went to another party, because I'm usually up with Florida State if I'm with Allison. And as I go to another party one day, me and Allison are at the club, and we're like on the balcony, and I'm like dancing, and he pulls my hand from downstairs from the balcony. He pulls my hand, and he literally like holds it like this, and he just looks me in my eye, like, and then he rubs my hand and then walks off. So I guess that's his way of saying sorry. Like, what kind of demonic way do you say sorry like that? Let me stop being. Oh, did y'all see that? Oh my goodness. Let me stop being petty, y'all. I'm just like, is that his way of saying sorry or whatever? I guess. But to this day, he'll probably get mad that these videos are up anyway, but like I told people from my Snapchat when I posted the funeral, like, y'all don't pay my bills, so it doesn't matter. The day we really stopped talking. I hope y'all remember the first video when I said we were walking to the apartment and I said, look at him, he's very proud of himself. Now, the day we really stopped. I don't know why I keep saying started. He posted on Instagram this picture, and the caption says, praise will confuse the enemy. I swear, word for word, quote, praise will confuse the enemy, end quote. And the location says proud. I promise y'all. The location of the picture says proud. So I'm just like, okay. Then now all this truth is coming out. I find out that he cheated on his girlfriend with some other girl, and I hope y'all remember in the first story how he told me he couldn't trust me because yada yada yada, you know, his other girlfriend cheated on him, this, that, and the other. And so I found out that it was actually the other way around. He actually cheated on her instead of her cheating on him. So it was just like a lot, like emotional manipulation. So it's like, damn, this man is just evil. Like, what the heck? This man is psychotic and needs help. I found out all these truths, like all these truths are just unraveling. It was just like, it was coming out like old braids, just unraveling. All of these truths, y'all. My hair is so frizzy. And I was just so happy that I dodged a bullet. I was so happy that I dodged a bullet because I was like, man, this man was so crazy. Maleficent, update on Maleficent, she does not like me. She also is not really talking to Allison anymore because of me and does not want me being around. She says I shouldn't be around because she thought she could be friends with me, but she doesn't want me around because it reminds her of how I guess it was cheating on her again with me too. But it's just kind of like, you know, I was so in the dark about it, but when I'm a woman, like, I know my worth, and so I guess Maleficent just don't know her worth or whatever, which by all means is none of my business. You like it, I love it, you got your man, sis, you can have him, push them over to you, that's all yours. She don't want me around and this, that, and the other, but it's just like, how can you tell a grown woman that I shouldn't be around because your man does not know how to keep his pants up? That's not my fault at all. Then come to find out, y'all, more tea was just coming down. As I was moving on away from the situation or whatever, more tea was coming down. One of my sisters hit me up with, oh yeah, he's actually messing with someone at my job too. And I'm like, dang, like, counting, like, so he's still messing with her. She's worried about, Maleficent worried about me and me being around when I'm over this man. But come to find out, he got a whole girl that he's messing with. He got whole 2 other girls that he's messing with, but you're worried about me, sis. So it's just like, wow.